Shiraz, and today we all have another guest. And today we are going to interview our guest together. And so our first guest is Ahmed, and he is an undergraduate student in Kaist, and he is from Turkey. So welcome, Ahmed. We have a guest, Alex, and he is from Germany, and he has done his master's and graduated from mechanical department. So today I am happy that he is with us. Thank you, Alex, to be with us. Okay, so I would like to ask my first question, and this will be like about tips in Korea. Like, what is about housing? How did you find housing in Korea?
Yeah. Thank you so much for introducing me, and also nice to meet you all. So about housing, I should thank Kaist about that, because when I first arrived here, I was living in the dorms. But then I thought that the dorm life was not much for me, so I went out of the campus to live with my friends. In Korea, you need to gather up some money because there's a deposit for you to rent a house. But with my friends' help, we handled that, and that's how I handled housing when I first came here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure also to give the next students tips and tricks in Korea. So when I came to Korea, everybody has to live in the dorms. I think that was straightforward. There is a dedicated department for that, and you can check on the website. So everything was quite easy. But after graduating, finding a house, I think the best way is to talk to a real estate person, maybe even have download some apps. There's Korean apps, and then ask friends how they settle down in Korea. And I think, yeah, it's pretty doable. Like, you don't need to speak necessarily Korean. Yeah.
Okay, so now our first question is finished. Now I would like to ask about the banking system in Korea. How is like useful for the student to open a bank account in Korea?
Yeah, so again, if you are an undergraduate student here, the school helps you a lot with the entire procedure. But I would say if you are an international student who tries to do things by themselves, you would need just some documents, and you will probably need someone who can speak Korean. Even if you do not have that, it's just going to the bank, getting the help, and opening your bank account. It's nothing difficult.
Okay, so the first bank account I did was in the Kaist branch from like Wori. I think everybody does it there because it's just what's the most proximate for everyone. However, I have actually now 2 additional bank accounts. During COVID, I made a Hana bank account that I did without any help, and that was quite complicated because no one speaks English there. So I had to rely on the people and Papago, so to translate and say like I need a bank account. Other than that, I did a TOS bank, which is an online bank account kind of. They don't have a branch, I think, and that was I did it also on my own, and that was very straightforward. So I think with using some translation tools, then opening any bank account is doable. And also one tip I would say is, which was annoying for me when I received the bank account card. First, it was not useful for using for transportation because of the it's not like the NFC. So you have to ask for that, so then you can also use it for transportation. That's also a good tip.
And the third question I would like to ask you is about how do you manage your daily expenses in Korea?
Yeah, so Korea is an interesting country in terms of prices because some things like fruits or vegetables are unexpectedly expensive, while some others are very, very cheap. So as per me, I handle my expenses by keeping a track of how much I'm paying, and also I'm buying things in batches. I also visit the pyeonejons, like the Korean way of saying a convenience store. I go to those places as well, but I do most of my shopping in batches from online shopping websites so that they become cheaper. I would say for an international student, it is totally manageable to live and survive in Korea.
Yeah, so I guess as a student it's tough. Yeah, living in the cafeteria is the go-to place, but in the evening I think, yeah, going to to the Westgate's restaurants, like in Gundong area, that's still quite cheap. Monitoring my expenses, well, thanks to your bank account, like everything is visible on the app, so you can track your costs immediately, and then I recommend maybe doing an Excel sheet and then just see how much you spend per month and how much do you receive. You can maybe do some tutoring to add more money to your bank account. So yeah, just try to live frugal at the beginning and then see how it goes, and then you can adjust your expenses.
Okay, so our fourth question is most important. It's like about when you are going to live abroad, you need to have some friends and to absorb the culture. So how do you find Korea regarding that?
Yeah, since you're an international here, you will have the default option to meet other internationals who will also be longing for some other friends. For Koreans, though, I should say that while there are some Koreans who would like to be friends with you, most of them would be awaiting you to initiate the conversation. So once you get to know them, once you indulge in conversations and in a relationship with them, they're great people and you can have great friends. But I would say you should be the one to take the first step.
So you need to completely change your personality, I would say. If you are more the how to say, like the quiet person, you have to open up. You have to get out of your comfort zone and really look out for people and confront them. Look for same interests, maybe join a club or do some sports and look around and then just talk to them. I think that's what helped me to survive in Korea, because without friends it's really difficult, especially when you have friends that have been living for a long time here. So the first thing I did was when I arrived in Korea, okay, who is the kindest looking person in Kaist? And then I just went to him and started talking to him, exchanged numbers, and really met up with him multiple times, and that's how friendship developed.
And the last question, but it's not the least, it's what is the advice you can give to the international students who are coming to Korea? Please.
Yeah, so my advice, and I think I can say that I'm more or less a person who can say this at this point because I've been here for about 5 years now. The advice I would give would be to learn the street level everyday English, Korean, as soon as possible, because that helps a lot. And also, it is the most important step in leaving the mindset or quitting the mindset of being a foreigner here. You no longer feel like a stranger, because Korean people would also like to help you and, just hang out with you, but you should just know just a few words in Korean. I think that's the advice I would like to give.
Yeah, I think same statement as before, like be open, change, also dare to do new things. Yeah, use the time, and I would say as tips, yeah, make as many friends as you can, because they can contain all the knowledge you need, and with them you can experience even much more. What I don't like is, or what I don't recommend to do is to stick to your own group. I see many nations, they find their nations here. You can do that. Like you can find like Germans, you can find Kazakh people, Pakistani people, but they tend to stick in their own group and then not really trying to confront and interact with others. And it's so beautiful to learn new cultures, like to understand them. So that's my suggestion. Like don't feel comfortable in your group. Really try to make new friendships as much as possible.
So Ahmad, thank you for welcoming us. I would like you to say something in your Turkish language to the viewers who are in Turkey.
Sure. In Turkey, one expression you can use and that would help you a lot would be teşekkür ederim. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex, for your kind time.
Yes.
And we may have some German audience, so if you like to say something in your language, it would be nice.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay. Ja. Korea ist ein cooler Ort. Also wenn ihr Bock auf Asien habt, dann ist es der beste Ort um zu starten. Und ich empfehle von hier aus alle Länder zu besuchen. Also es ist am günstigsten, man macht auch viele Freunde hier und dann lernt man viele neue Orte so am besten kennen.
Thank you, Alex, and have a nice time. And thank you for your kind time.
Thank you.